Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And a few more clouds today than we've seen the past couple of days. But still, all in all, not a bad winter day today. The winds were down. We thought this would be a very windy day today. I still think they're coming, but not a bad day today with temperatures in the low 40s or upper 30s. And as we take a look at what we can expect, steady snow through tonight, and we are talking heavy snow in the mountains. That video you see is from this morning on Stevens Pass, where we could see up to 2 feet of snow. So be prepared for winter travel, and better yet, don't go that way if you don't have to over the next 24 hours. We're also going to see plenty of wind, so I still think we'll see some wind tonight in the Wenatchee area, possibly gusting up to 30 miles an hour. And boy, look it down by Walla Walla, 50 to 55 miles an hour. And we'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. A Chelan teenager who allegedly burned down a barn in an attempt to escape police is expected to plead guilty in the case after he turns 18. An East Wenatchee woman will undergo mental health treatment rather than jail for her part in stealing credit cards from a pedestrian who was hit by a car. And a bill by lawmakers, including 13th District Representative Alex Ybarra, would allow operators of short-term rentals to leave a complimentary bottle of wine for their paying guests. But first, our top story tonight, the former manager of a Chelan resort is accused of paying out thousands of dollars to ghost employees he fraudulently put on the business payroll. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies arrested 38-year-old Dennis J. Sullivan on Monday, and they're seeking charges including first-degree theft and leading organized crime. Sullivan allegedly added 5 people to the payroll at Windermere Vacation Rentals, paying each of them for more than a year for work they never performed. He also allegedly paid salary to some employees for months after they left the business. Deputies say Sullivan arranged to pay about $170,000 to 7 people, some of whom then shifted money into Sullivan's account after receiving payment. Sullivan was held in the Chelan County Jail and scheduled to make his first court appearance this afternoon. A Chelan teenager who allegedly burned down a barn in an attempt to escape police is expected to plead guilty in the case after he turns 18. Connor Leo Strange will have his birthday on Wednesday, and Chelan County prosecutors expect to file amended charges against him once it passes. Back in July, Strange allegedly ran from sheriff's deputies while driving a stolen Toyota sedan, hid inside a barn on the Chelan rodeo grounds, and then set the barn on fire. 2 deputies were injured, and Strange suffered burns to his foot. His initial charges include assault, arson, malicious property damage, and theft. His new charges will be aired in court in a court hearing coming up on February 27th. In other news, an East Wenatchee woman will undergo mental health treatment rather than jail for her part in stealing credit cards from a pedestrian who was hit by a car. The 41-year-old defendant pleaded guilty Monday in Chelan County Superior Court to 2 counts of identity theft and 3 of possessing stolen property. If she complies with mental health diversion ordered by Judge Kristen Ferreira, the charges will be expunged. Wenatchee police say the woman and a male partner stole a wallet from the site of a December 5th accident that was at Chelan Avenue and 9th Street. They then used the credit cards in the wallet to pay for drinks and a hotel room in Chelan while the crash victim was being treated at Central Washington Hospital. The male has not been charged in that crime. A bill by lawmakers, including 13th District Representative Alex Ybarra, would allow operators of short-term rentals to leave a complimentary bottle of wine for their paying guests. Rental hosts would have to pay a $75 annual permit fee for that privilege, but it would allow a wine gift in all short-term rentals controlled by the same operator. Ybarra and his 11 fellow co-sponsors say currently there's no mechanism under state law for hosts to legally offer complimentary alcohol. The bill gets a hearing on Thursday in the House Committee on Regulated Substances and Gaming. Well, when we come back, the Chelan Douglas affiliate of the National Alliance on Mental Illness is looking to expand their service area to Okanagan and Grant counties. A bipartisan bill in the Washington legislature would offer a grant program to fund preservation efforts for salmon and riparian habitat. And project proposals to benefit wildlife affected by wildfire on private, tribal, and public lands in eastern Washington are being accepted by state wildlife and conservation agencies. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side. You can use this lifetime warranty.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Welcome back. In another news, the Chelan Douglas affiliate of the National Alliance on Mental Illness is looking to expand their service area to Okanagan and Grant counties. The national nonprofit provides mental health support, education, and advocacy through state and local affiliates. They offer online and in-person support group meetings and multi-session mental health education courses. To expand to other counties, NAMI, Chelan Douglas, is recruiting board members from Chelan, Douglas, Okanagan, and Grant counties. If you are interested in learning more about board positions, volunteering, or anything else related to NAMI, contact Summer Star at star@namiwa.org or visit namicd.org. A bipartisan bill in the Washington legislature would offer a grant program to fund preservation efforts for salmon and riparian habitat. 13th District Representatives Tom Dent is among the other 4 original sponsors, with Keith Gaynor of the 12th District signing on also as a co-sponsor. House Bill 1720 would establish a task force to oversee grants for riparian habitat restoration. Those habitats along riverbanks and streams are key to the health of salmon populations. The bill emerged from the House Agriculture and Natural Resources Committee, where it got its first public hearing this morning.
And we are, all 4 of us, committed to doing a nonpartisan bill. We've worked hard, we're still committed, and to work with the stakeholders and the tribes, and okay, let's sit down and figure this out. And I know we can do this, and we can do this based on trust and good relationships. So I'm encouraged by what I've heard here today. I'm hopeful that we can move this bill forward and find some results, some positive results for salmon restoration.
Project proposals to benefit wildlife affected by wildfire on private, tribal, and public lands in eastern Washington are being accepted by state wildlife and conservation agencies. Washington State Legislature made funding available after historic fires in 2020 that burned 600,000 acres of shrub steppe habitat. The Washington Shrub Step Restoration and Resiliency Initiative provides resources for projects that will restore shrub step and riparian habitat, rebuild needed fencing to wildfire-friendly standards, and support habitat recovery. Interested applicants should reach out to their local conservation district or contact Shrub Step Restoration Coordinator Kurt Merg, and that phone number is 509-288-7067. Proposal review begins on February 20th, and applicants will know their acceptance status by April of 2023. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Working with August Edge Real Estate, both sellers and buyers feel confident knowing they are in the hands of award-winning professionals. August Edge offers a 2% listing commission, which includes above-standard service and technology.
We offer high-tech 3D imagery, drone photos, local North Central Washington TV ads, and impressive smart flyer installed at your listing. The August Edge website also hosts your home with an interactive featured listing page.
August Edge is professional, personable, and preferable.
I had a seizure in the middle of the night, and they rushed me to the hospital and decided to induce labor to try to get the baby out. The outpouring of love and support I got from Confluence Health. My coworkers coming to the ICU to be with me. For me, it's the work family. It's just incredible to have support no matter what I'm going through in my personal life, my own health.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. The Royal Court for the 2023 Apple Blossom Festival will be selected this weekend at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. We continue our series now with interviews with the top 10 candidates. The coronation will determine the presiding queen and royalty for the festival. It's scheduled for 7 p.m. on Saturday. In tonight's features story, Eric Granstrom introduces us to two more royalty candidates, Rachel Hamilton and Scarlett Cron.
I was born and raised in Boise, Idaho, and I moved here in November of 2020. I have played all year-round volleyball since I was 12 years old. I am a 3-year varsity volleyball player.
Why did you decide to do this? Why did you decide to run for Apple Blossom?
Well, I'm new to the Valley, as you know. My first year here, I didn't know anything about it, but last year we had the parade, and I saw all the beautiful girls up there and going around town, and I thought, that is amazing, like good for them. And I was talking to one of the advisors at my school, and he said I should run. And Miss Debbie Worth also called me into her office and told me that I should do this, so why not? Yeah.
So top 10, did that blow you away that you were a top 10?
Oh yeah. I wish there were pictures to show you my face when they called my name, but it's outstanding. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I've lived in the Wenatchee Valley for my whole life minus 6 months. So I'm super excited to get this opportunity to meet all these people and build all these connections and just represent my valley. I love it here. Very near and dear to my heart.
Running Start, you're involved in Running Start. So how hard is that to do Running Start and not lose out on some of your high school experience?
Yeah, this is something I think about all the time because being like a kid that went through COVID in high school, I haven't had a full year of high school. It hit my freshman year, when quarantined for freshman and sophomore year, and then junior year I go back, but I go to the college. So junior year, I didn't have any classes at the high school, but then I was feeling really like out of the loop. And freshman year, I was super involved. I was in the ASB, DECA, FBLA, mock trial. Apple Leaf, the school paper, everything. And so just really lose that during COVID and then navigate Running Start without that. And I thought I was happy, but it was just I really loved the high school. So I applied to be an ASB officer. So I'm the club commissioner at Wenatchee High School now, and that keeps me really involved in the school culture. Clubs are so diverse. I get to talk to all sorts of people from all different little cliques around the school, and it helps me stay connected.
Time for a check now of your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Tuesday was a good one. We had some more clouds than we've seen the last couple of days, as you can see from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights. Of course, we call that our cross camera. And we did see some low-hanging clouds today. We did have a 50-50 chance for some rain showers. Most of that stayed to our west, jumped over us, rain shadow effect here, and then more rain in the Spokane area. But we stayed rain-free today, and we got up to 41 degrees for an unofficial high. That's 2 degrees above where we should be for this time of year at 39. Our record just a few years ago, 60 degrees, and that was set back in 2018. We started off on the mild side this morning at 34, 8 degrees above where we should be for an overnight low for this time of year. 3 degrees, our record low, and that was set in 1969. We're still sitting good as far as precipitation, 1.46 inches, and that's about 0.3 of an inch above where we should be for this time of year. Snowfall, that hasn't changed much since December, has it? 37.5 inches. That's from our start of our season going back to October 1st. Sunrise this morning, 7:19, and set this afternoon at 5:12. Let's take a look now at what we can expect as we get you into our Wednesday forecast. Things will pretty much stay the same temperature-wise as we get you into tomorrow. Temperatures may be a touch warmer. Beautiful in the Columbia Basin, 46 for Moses Lake, 45 in Ephrata, and 44 your high temperature in Quincy. We'll see about 42 in Wenatchee, 41 for Kashmir, and 40s for both Eniat and in Chelan. So, one of those seasonal winter days expected tomorrow. Okay, tonight, cloudy skies, still not ruling out an isolated rain shower, although most of that should stay in the Cascades and into western Washington. We are going to see some wind tonight, so don't be surprised to hear that gusting up to 30 miles an hour. For Wednesday, in between storm systems, here's the low that moved through today. Another storm system moving in and high pressure between that. We'll see a decent Wednesday with high temperatures in the low 40s. For Thursday, this storm system gets a little bit closer to us. That'll usher in just a little bit of cooler air on Thursday. We'll see highs only in the mid to upper 30s with partly cloudy skies. And then for Friday to end our week, things will start to get nice. Mostly cloudy skies. We will see just a slight warm up as we get you into Friday with high temperatures in the upper 30s to near 40 degrees. Then I'll tell you, this weekend looks pretty decent. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday. It will be warmer. High temperatures as we kick off the weekend into the lower 40s. And by the time we end the weekend, Super Bowl Sunday, and looking pretty warm. Mostly cloudy skies. We will see another slow warm up, low to mid 40s for our high on Sunday. So temperatures, boy, just nice all over central and eastern Washington. And then as we get you into the end of our forecast on Monday, kicking off our next work week, mostly cloudy skies. Look at this strong flow of air coming from our next storm system. We are talking windy conditions on Monday, a 20% chance of rain. Still mild, though, with high temperatures into those low 40s. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. And tonight we'll drop down 29 degrees. Our chances of rain as we make our way to midnight will continue to diminish. 29 our low, as I mentioned. Mostly sunny and 42, so not a bad Wednesday on shape for us tomorrow. For Thursday, partly cloudy, just slightly cooler, about 37 degrees. So we'll take a dip below normal, get back to normal on Friday with mostly cloudy skies and 39 degrees. Partly cloudy and 41 to kick off our upcoming weekend. And then, of course, Super Bowl Sunday. On Sunday, mostly cloudy. It will warm up a little bit, 43 for our high, and then maybe some rain showers and some wind on Monday. Once again, mild, though, with high temperatures near 43. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Join NCWLIFE channel for live coverage of the Apple Blossom Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank on Saturday, February 11th. The countdown to coronation at 6 and the pageant at 7 o'clock. Coverage is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center. Join us for the Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant on the NCWLIFE channel.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Tuesday to you. The Seattle Kraken earned the top spot in the NHL's Pacific Division and then stopped playing. The All-Star break put the halt to an incredible second season run for Seattle's National Hockey League team, which gets back to the action tonight in New York against the Islanders. Seattle's actually sharing the top spot in the division with the LA Kings. Kraken are 29-15-5 with 63 points. Los Angeles 28-18-7, also 63 points. There's not much breathing room at the top with 5 teams all within 5 points of one another. Vegas is in the wings with 62 points, while Edmonton has 60 and Calgary 58. Seattle and New York dropped the puck a little bit ago. You can watch it on Root Sports Northwest. Well, it was a good weekend for the Wenatchee Wild and an even better weekend for forward Jason Stefanik. The Yorba Linda, California native was selected as the BCHL's second star of the week for his efforts in Wenatchee's wins at Merritt and Salmon Arm over the weekend. Stefanik had the good fortune of scoring 2 goals on Friday in the Wild's 4-3 win over the Centennials. Then on Saturday, Stefanik found the back of the net 3 minutes into overtime to give Wenatchee a 5-4 win. No matter how you pronounce it, or mispronounce it, as the PCHL's Northern hockey announcers did, it was a good weekend for Jason Stefanik.
Since skating from right to left, near side the left wing, far side the right wing, as behind the net, Berger has the puck for the Wild. Back to the line for Samoza, manning the right point. Samoza goes cross ice. Stefanik rips a shot and scores! Jason Stefanik from the top of the left circle goes top cheddar on Johnny Hicks, and it's 2-1 Wild. Still has the puck. Samoza down low. Valdez back door. Valdez scores. And tic-tac-toe, the Wild score on the backdoor play and tie things up at 3s. A costly penalty by the Centennials, and Christian Lowe has this game tied back.
Allen, drop pass, Gillespie shoots, and a block shot, and here comes Wenatchee. Stefanik holds 2-on-1, Stefanik drags, fires, scores! And the Wenatchee Wilds have came back and won it here in Salmon Arm as they take down the Silverbacks 5-4 in overtime.
Great goal between the wickets for Stefanik. The Wild return home for 2 games this weekend, with Nanaimo in town on Friday at 7:05 and Coquitlam visiting the Town Toyota Center Saturday. That'll be at 6:05. If you want some tickets, you can go to WenatcheeWildHockey.com, or tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, it's Winning Wednesday, so we'll give you a chance to win tickets on the show. Well, the District 6 2B girls basketball tournament continues tonight at Omak High School, and that's the venue. The first game pits Lake Roosevelt against Brewster at 6 o'clock. That'll be followed by Tonasket and Okanagan at 7:30. The boys will be featured tomorrow at Omak, where Okanagan and Brewster battle at 6. Liberty Bell takes on Lake Roosevelt at 7:30. The District's 5-6 2A tournament gets underway tonight for the boys at the higher seed. Sela will host Othello at 7, while Ellensburg plays on the road at East Valley. The girls' first round play is tomorrow with Sela at Prosser at 7 o'clock, while Grandview is hosting East Valley. Well, the District 6 1B girls tournament gets underway tonight with Entiat facing Soap Lake at Pateras High School. That's at 6 o'clock. Waterville Mansfield will host Cascade Christian at 7. 7:30 games has Pateras hosting Wilson Creek. The District 6 1B tournament for the boys, that'll be tomorrow night with Wilson Creek at Riverside Christian at 6. Waterville Mansfield faces Soap Lake at Moses Lake Christian at 6:30. Entiat and Pateras face off in Waterville at 7. Thorpe plays at Moses Lake Christian tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Caribou Trail League regular season is over, so the District 6 1A championship set for Friday at Wenatchee High School. Opening game will feature the Omak girls against Kashmir for the title. That'll be followed by Omak and Quincy boys for the district championship at 8 o'clock. Again, that's at Wenatchee High School. We're going to be back on the hardwoods. Well, not us. We'll be on the court side next Tuesday for Eastmont. Looks like they're going to be home to host a play-in game for the District 6 4A tournaments. We'll tell you more about that when we know more about it after the weekend's closure. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And before we let you go, 2 weather events that I do want to remind you about happening tonight and into Wednesday morning. First, a mountain snow advisory, and that is for especially Stevens Pass, where it has been snowing steadily throughout the day. Heavy snow is expected at times tonight. Could see 18 to 24 inches of snow by tomorrow on Stevens Pass. So boy, if you don't have to travel that way, please don't tonight, and if you do, be prepared for winter travel. And here at home, we have lots of wind to talk about. This could kick up tonight for us, where we could see wind gusts in Wenatchee 30 to 35 miles an hour, and boy, 35 to 40 mile an hour winds expected in the Moses Lake area. So be very careful if you are traveling around north central Washington tonight. So now let's check back in with Eric Granstrom for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Eric?
Well, Grant, we got a busy Wednesday in store, including a couple of more of our contestants for the Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant. We'll introduce you to Alicia Bartlett and Taylor Williams coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's also Wednesday. That means it's Winning Wednesday. We'll give you a chance to win some Wenatchee Wild tickets. And speaking of hockey, Seattle Kraken back on the ice. We'll have that result as well. That's all tomorrow morning on a Wednesday. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley here on the NCWLIFE channel. Hope you join us then. Grant?
Eric, thank you very much. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.